Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Nigerian's presidential system totally useless. Northern Elders Forum says, this Northern Elders Forum that are issuing statement left, right, and center. I am a bit not very clear on what you guys really want. Now, the Bishop of Kaduna made a statement on Christmas Day addressing the state of the nation, telling Buhari the truth, calling a spade a spade. You guys have jumped on him like an ant would do on an honeycomb, and everybody from the north saying, "Oh, you are talking about they want to set coup on Buhari, blah 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 blah." Why can't you guys just focus on what is important and get the job done? To be very candid, we need to stop this tribalism, religiosity, nepotism that has engulfed Buhari's government. Which other governor or president has ever done that and has gotten away with it? They say the truth. Instead of you guys to address your matter, you stick out your neck and begin to say anybody that speaks against Buhari is anti Buhari's government. Excuse me. If it's not working, it's not working. You sit down in your car. It was in Yanakbaja when you sat down in the car. You intend to go to the island or to the mainland or whatever destination you want to go to. 3 hours later, you are still in Yanakbaja. Does that not tell you something that you need to kick the engine? And if you do and it does not work, what does that mean? Check what you need to do. Is there fuel in the car? Is the engine working? Are the tires, maybe they are deflated? Do you understand what it means? Things have to be orderly for that car to move, for you to live in Yanokbaja. Guys, let's continue. Nigerian presidential system totally useless. Northern Elders Forum. The Northern Elders Forum, NEF, has described Nigerian presidential system of government as totally useless and expressed its readiness to engage other parts of the country in a debate on Nigeria's future, saying it was ready for restructuring of the country. Abdullahi, who expressed the preference of the North for a return to the preliminary system of government, said the current presidential system has caused more division than unity in the country. Abdullahi said, "Today we may appear to have a federal system of government, but we are truly not because these fundamentals are not looked after. There are different variables practically not working in the country now. We all know it, except we want to lie to ourselves. They are not functional. Nothing is working. Security, the worst of all. They are only functional from the point of paper, not in reality. What is on paper is different from what is on ground. Maybe we should talk about the even more complexing matter that moved us from preliminaries that was quite democratic to the current so-called presidential system of government. If only I am involved in discussion in terms of law of how to restructure Nigeria, bringing back democracy under the federal system that would allow federalism, unity, takes decisions that are largely beneficial to all Nigerians than for us to be divided with the current presidential system. Let's go back to the preliminaries because the preliminary system was working quite fine. There was more security. Every region was looking after themselves. You would not be a minister or a commissioner if you are talking about region until you were elected from your very own village, because what is happening here is totally useless. People are just brought in from nowhere to begin to occupy position, and so therefore has no affiliation, no feelings, and no relationship with where they are representing. I can assure you that the North, at least from my own perspective and the perspective of many groups in the North, is ready to emerge in serious discussion, to engage in meaningful discussion on how to resolve the sharp decline in our country that is currently dwindling us down. It is better not to have what we have today for the future generation and those coming behind us. If we continue in this path, there will be no Nigeria tomorrow. Reacting, Pan Yoruba Social Cultural Organization, Aferi has described this position as welcoming and this declaration of leaders of the Northern Forum is a good position for us to stand. Professor Abdullahi from the North speaking in this term, then we are headed somewhere. We can now speak on what really matters in this country. Now that the North is ready for restructuring and we prefer us to return to our preliminary system of government where the regions are responsible for themselves with strong federalism unit as it was independent before time today, that would be a good place to start. Our very national publicity secretary, Mr. Yinka Odulade, said, "We welcome their decision as only the enemies of the country will be against restructuring at this point. We have to get the job done and done quickly because lives are wasting every single day." Acting National Chairman of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, Chief Shojikbo, also said that he was surprised that up until now it took the North this long to come to this position. His words, I recall Professor Anjola acknowledging the wastefulness of the presidential system in a private discussion we both had about 5 years ago. We discussed this matter. So I am not surprised about his coming out now and supporting the restructuring and the preliminary system of government, which we are all crying out for. Apart from the enormous expenses of running a presidential system, the notion of concentration, so much power on the person occupying the position of the president is unprecedented. Right now, you have to spend so much. Do you know the budget alone for just being the president or the vice president of this country? It's enough to take care of all teachers in the federation. Do your inquiries. American Constitution, which we were taking as our template, is quite different from what we are practicing in terms of democracy. The restructuring is the productive way for Nigeria to go today. What we have done is that we have worked in confusion, combining America and European system, which does not give us an originality. What system really are we practicing? The presidential system is definitely not the suitable one for a country like Nigeria as at today. The preliminary system will not cost the government as much as it's doing today. Well, my people, what do you think? I would like to hear from you. God bless you. Bye for now.